Good morning, everyone. It's a quiet Saturday morning here at Danbury Competition. I'm Jim. I manage the shop here. I wanted to put together a new video, show some of the updates, some of the investments we made in the business, some of the changes we made in the shop to help our customers, and show you folks how we can help you better in the future. So let's get started. To get started, we put in a new office. So now when customers come in, we can have a quieter conversation. We can concentrate on the project. Easier environment to talk about new projects coming up. This is the engine shop, the beginning of the engine shop, where we do some of the more dirty operations, I would say. Milling, shop blasting, glass beating, pressure testing. Come over to this side. This is where parts would be unloaded when you bring your projects in. This is where we would do our tear downs. Most of the cleaning happens in this area here. There's a new elevator here that goes up to our second floor. At the second floor of the building is all of our new inventory that used to be on the first floor. So that freed up space for what I'm going to show you next. There's all new lighting in the engine shop, LED lighting, all new HVAC, so temperature is controlled, humidity is controlled in a much better way than before. The layout's pretty similar to the last video. The equipment's pretty similar. The variety of jobs in here is similar. Here's a Toyota 6-cylinder that we're doing machine work for a local customer. Here's a Gen 2 Hemi 572 with a blower when it's all done. We're getting ready to do some of the machine work on this block. 4.5 bore, 4.5 stroke, big motor. Here's a new Dart block going into a Cobra kit car, 427, small block Ford. Behind it, another Dart block for a small block Chevy. It's going to be a street car, part-time drag race motor. Here's a Pontiac 400 that we just tore down. Now it's going to get inspected. We're going to do what we need to do to get the parts list together and form a project for the customer and discuss his options. What we do here is we get all of our crankshafts lined up for the different jobs. So these are all current jobs that we have working on. There's the Pontiac heads from the block you just saw. These are crankshafts ready to go out. Pontiacs, a 2002 BMW. We do our crankshaft balancing, that machine, standard Bridgeports, cylinder honing and boring in this corner, main journal line honing on blocks. Here we hone rod pins, big ends, pistons, anything that's manual honing gets done here. Surface grinding, 2 manual lathes, press in the corner. This is where we do most of our cylinder head work. Here's an Alpha, give you an idea of some variety. And then once we leave this area, these 2 rooms you just saw are most of the machine work happens. And now as we get into this area, it starts to get cleaner and cleaner. This used to be our assembly room. Now it's just staged for new parts. So each shelf, or each group of shelves gets an engine, gets a build sheet. Everything is prepped. Everything's organized in here. This stays very clean in this room. There's no work that happens here. We just are getting organization. And this is the last of the renovations that we did. We cleared this whole room out that had parts, that had storage of engines. Different things were happening in here, but now it's just assembly. So we have a room separate from everywhere else in the shop. I have 2 employees that do assembly work here. They each have a station dedicated to what they do. All across the wall here, you're going to see there's main bearings, rod bearings, rings, push rods, all the basic things that we need for like the bread and butter engines that we do. Big and small block Chevy, Mopar, all the Fords. Here's an Alfa, 2-liter Alfa that we're just about finished building. This is a big block Chevy aluminum Brodix block that we're working on for a customer. The machine works complete. It's getting ready for assembly. Here's something we do a lot of, 427 based FE, all aluminum motor going into a Cobra. This one's 482 cubic inch. This is something we do often. This is a 3.4 liter Jag, 6-cylinder. Some of the work on the short block's complete. We're waiting on some parts. This is the beginning of a 429 Cobra Jet Ford going into a Mustang. Here we have an LS from the mid-2000s. We just did the full rebuild on that. It's going to be installed in the car. Here's a small block Ford 302, short block going together. So this gives you a feel for what we do on the engine side. In the future, I'll put together a video of what we also do on the other side of the shop, which includes dyno work, engine installations, engine swaps, EFI upgrades, electrical work. A lot happens on that side as well. But I wanted to give you folks a good idea of what we did in the shop and what investments we made. So if you need something we can help you with, feel free to call 203-748-7356 or stop in, speak with me or Jeff, depending on the work you're looking for, and we'll do our best to help you. Have a great day.